Hey guys, it's Jim, and I wanted to talk to you today about something that I brought up some notes with, so I wouldn't get too sidetracked. I want to talk about unplugging from the digital world. Oh man, I just have like a Digimon moment. Digital world. Anyway, I want to talk about unplugging. I think at this point we're all cyber pagans. Um, we're all cyber pagans. We follow blogs and vlogs and pages and just like all manner of internet based pagan writers, businesses, and personalities. That's just how we consume so much of our life, even outside of spirituality. We live digitally. Um, our consciousness, I guess you could say almost, if we were going to get really trippy with it, spends most of its time on the internet, not really in our bodies on this earth. We spend so much of our times projecting ourselves into that digital world, the digital plane of existence, and it is a plane of existence at this point. Um, but yeah, we live so much in that space that I think purely by definition we are all cyber pagans at this point. Those of us who are pagan. I mean, not only do we, get all of our information from it, and we like listen to others and communicate that way with our pagan, like our almost like cyber covens at this point, but and cyber tribes and things. But we shop for pagan goods and services online too. I mean, we all know someone who sells their services online, and we've probably bought them. And I love that. I'm not dissing that at all. Come on now. I mean, hello, I'm vlogging right now, but that's how we do business now. Especially as pagans, I think that's a beautiful thing because we don't all have the luxury of having a pagan store where we live. I think most of us don't. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't anymore. We used to, but we don't. So the internet is perfect for us to reach out and find friends and um, get new ideas and to learn and grow with each other as pagans. It's a great resource to help us form community, and so by default, it's also a great place for us to do business. Um, so we're a new breed of pagan. Whether we like to admit it or not, we're honoring our ancestors and practicing what they passed down to us, certainly. But at the same time, we're creating something entirely new. We're expanding upon what they gave us. And isn't that what every child is supposed to do? You take what your parents have given you. In this instance, as pagans, we're taking what our ancestors have given us in a way, or what we sought out from them, and we're expanding on it. We're making it better, hopefully. We're growing it, and that includes adding in this digital aspect, which is something they didn't have. So whether we're aware of it or not, we are cyber pagans, and we're growing and changing the religion itself, or the set of practices itself, if the word religion irks you. But we're new, we are different. And so, because of that, we get all these new problems. And good stuff too, but we get new problems that we have to deal with too. And, we're subjecting ourselves to, I'll just read my note here, because I think it worded it well. Um, we're subjecting ourselves to an all new onslaught of energy that bombards our chakras every time we plug in. And I think that's true. Um, you know, I mean, all energy is energy and it's all the same, but it can be filtered in different ways and therefore it feels, smells, looks, and is perceived differently. I'm just energy, so is this blanket, but we're filtered differently. The energy is filtered differently, so we appear different. But essentially, we're the same thing. So while this energy that is the cyber realm or the digital world, while that energy is just energy that we've known before, um, that we've interacted with our whole lives, the filter is different. It's almost like a new energy. It's a new filter of energy. We've added in a new kind of like category under energy, digital energy, And I don't think that consciously we know how to deal with it. We don't really necessarily know how to take it on and absorb it and integrate it or not. I don't think we're fully prepared to really deal with what we've created as humans, which is kind of the story of humanity. But we've had our time to dabble and integrate this new platform, this internet, these handheld devices into our lives. We've been in the digital age for a minute now, and we have fully integrated digital stuff into our life. But now, I think it's up to us to find a balance for ourselves. And then, of course, that brings me to my next point, which is, do you ever like sit in front of a computer or a phone or whatever for an extended amount of time, and then your head starts to hurt? Like you just start getting like headaches. Maybe you get like a static feeling in your head, or maybe you start getting grouchy. Your head just feels jumbly or mushy, or maybe even feels crowded. Or do you start thinking, I need to spend some time alone, even though you're technically kind of alone, but you're technically not because you're online communicating with all these people and absorbing information. But do you ever get like that? Do you ever just start going, okay, I gotta put the phone down. My eyes hurt. My head's killing me. I'm just like, I'm done with it. Like, ugh. That's a digital overload. Your circuits are fried, basically, if we're going to use metaphors here. That's a digital overload. You've just been partaking too much in that world and neglecting this space too long. Neglecting this space too long. Your body. And I think that's your body's way of saying, hey, your brain's kind of like, I'm tired. Get rid of that and just let me veg for a minute. Can we go do something else? Can we go play outside or something? Like, can we do something else? And I think that it's incredibly important for us to recognize those feelings in ourselves. I think it's important for us to learn how our body communicates with us when it's trying to tell us that I'm done with digital stuff right now. I'm done with the cyber realm. Let me live in Gaia's realm for a moment again, okay? Because our bodies aren't evolved for this yet. Our brains aren't evolved yet for what we're creating and partaking in. But anywho, if you ever do feel like that, I've made a little list of things that I think are helpful to help you if you get in that situation. Put the phone down. Put the tablet down. Turn off the TV, the PC, or whatever. Turn it off. Just turn it off. And I think this is where the really real struggle begins. Because I think we're almost always plugged in some capacity and we don't realize it. Like even when we go to the bathroom, we take our phones. Even when we're in the bathtub, we have our phone. We're always plugged in some way because our phones are really just computers now. They do everything. But we're always plugged in some capacity. We can't let our brain just be quiet for a moment and live in here. And I think it's because that's a way to kind of like you're uncomfortable with yourself. If you can't spend quiet, alone, silent time with yourself, then obviously there's something that you don't like about yourself. You're not comfortable with who you are. You have to be your own best friend. But so yeah, turn the stuff off and put it down. Take a bath or a shower. I'm not saying just lie there like in Zen mode and be like, I'm unplugged. You don't have to do that. Give your body and mind something else to do, certainly. So take a bath, take a shower, and focus on that. Actually, I wrote in my note, get the fuck outside. That's how I wrote it. I didn't even say go outside. Get the fuck outside. We're pagans, so don't forget that. You're a pagan, be you a witch, a shaman, or a druid, or whatever. So unplug and enjoy Gaia, okay? Like, enjoy the earth sometimes. Isn't that what got us on this path, was our reverence for flora and fauna? Like, go enjoy those things. But yeah, go outside. Earthing, is what it's called. When you connect to the earth's energy and you kind of like heal yourself and realign with the earth's heartbeat, with the earth's rhythms. Go outside and earth. Nap. Just go take a nap. Almost all of us are sleep deprived. So go take a nap. Give yourself that permission. Read. I mean, you can still intake information, be it for entertainment or education or for spiritual reasons, which can be both, without being plugged in. You can read a book. Shocker. Like, There are pagan books out there. There are books just for fun out there to read. There are educational materials out there to read. And like I said, all three of those spaces can overlap. Go read. You can still intake information and distract your brain. Just go read. And then, of course, create. Create art. Go sing a song. Write a song. Sing a song. Go jam out to your favorite CD. It doesn't matter. Dance. Act goofy. Paint yourself. Paint others. Paint your body. Paint on canvas. Paint on the wall. Draw. Scribble. Whatever. Play with your pets. But do something. You know, there's tons of things to do that don't involve the digital world. I mean, let's not forget that it wasn't really, well, if we're going to get really technical, we could go back, but I'm just going to kind of throw in a decade here. It wasn't really until like the 90s that we started getting really digital and forgetting how to do things that didn't involve that. Think about how long humans existed without it and how they got along and had things to do besides play on the internet. There's plenty of things to do. But you know, I know it's hard at first. Maybe you can't completely commit to the idea of unplugging, even when you get those side effects of like, oh, I'm just overloaded right now. Maybe you still can't completely cut off. So maybe while you're taking a bath, or maybe while you're going outside, listen to a podcast. Just limit how you're interacting with the digital media, okay? Maybe cut off your vision, you know what I mean? Just listen to things digitally. Like music. Listen to a podcast. Listen to a vlog. Listen to ASMR videos. If you're not familiar with ASMR, oh my gosh, but they're, in a nutshell, relaxation videos. But I'll put a link below, several links below, to an ASMRtist, a few of them that I really love. If you're not familiar and you want to check that out, I really recommend you do. I'll put down music that I like to listen to when I unplug down below, so check that out. But yeah, there's plenty of things you can do to unplug. You don't always have to be connected. And if you're feeling that urge all the time when you're just sitting there idle, if you're like, oh, I've got to turn on the TV, oh, I've got to look at my phone, then that's a sign that you have a problem and you really need to unplug more. But yep, that's it, chitlins. I never know how to wrap up a video, but that's it. Bye, you guys. Namaste and Ashe. Peace out.